In this lesson, we're going to explore the concept of saying you must not. In Japanese, we use the te form, and we need to remember the rules for the te form to be able to say te wa ikemasen. The expression ikemasen literally means it's no good. So in our weak verbs, remembering that we remove the mas and add te. So our weak verbs are quite simple, but our strong verbs we need to follow our pattern that we learnt when we learnt te form. So we'll keep that on the screen while we have a look at a few example of verbs, and then we'll be able to change them to add wa ikemasen, which makes our sentence say you must not. So, for example, nomimasu, to drink. If we look at that, obviously it's a strong verb, nomimasu. We have a look at mi, which changes to nde in our strong verbs rules. So it becomes nonde wa ikemasen. You must not drink that. Nonde wa ikemasen. For example, sake, being rice wine. Sake o nonde wa ikemasen. You must not drink rice wine, particularly if you're under 20 years of age. In Japan, that's the rules. Asobimasu, to play. Asobi, we find bi changes to nde. Asonde wa ikemasen. You must not muck around. You must not play. If you're in a dangerous area, koko, here. Koko de, to play here. Koko de asonde wa ikemasen. You cannot play here. Shimasu, take away the mas. Obviously, it's a weak verb because it's only got one hiragana after mas is removed. So we say shite wa ikemasen. You must not do it. Shite wa ikemasen. Pound verbs that take shimasu on the end. Change the shimasu to shite wa ikemasen. For example, kenka shite wa ikemasen. You must not fight. Kenka shite wa ikemasen. You must not fight. Suimasu is the verb to inhale or to breathe in. If we're talking about cigarettes or smoking, we would simply use the suimasu, which becomes sutte, tabako or sutte, to smoke. Cigarettes. Tabako o sutte wa ikemasen. Tabako o sutte wa ikemasen. Yomimasu. Yonde wa dame desu. This is another way of saying you must not, is to add dame desu instead of ikemasen. Dame is a very commonly used expression saying no good, don't do it. Dame desu yo. Don't do that. Dame desu. So if we use that after the te form, that gives us the idea of if we do it, it's no good. Same as ikemasen, a little more casual, not quite as polite as saying te wa ikemasen. So if we were using the te form wa dame desu, we might say things like yomimasu, to read, into the te form yonde wa dame desu. You're not allowed to read that. Watashi no nikki, my diary. Watashi no nikki o yonde wa dame desu. You're not allowed to read my diary. Don't you dare read my diary. You must not read my diary. Watashi no nikki o yonde wa ikemasen. Kakimasu, to write. Kaite wa ikemasen. Akai pen, a red pen. Akai pen de kaite wa ikemasen. Akai pen de kaite wa ikemasen. Often in Japan you will see signs that indicate they're things you are not allowed to do. For example, if they have construction or other things happening and the area is dangerous, you'll see the term abunai. Abunai, it's dangerous. Abunai desu, it's dangerous. Abunai kara, because it's dangerous. Haitte, from the verb to enter, hairimasu. Haitte ってはいけません. You must not enter because it's dangerous. 危ないから入ってはいけません. You might also hear 危ないから触って. 触って coming from the verb 触ります meaning to touch. 危ないから触ってはいけません. It's dangerous. You must not touch it. 触ります to touch. 触ってはいけません. You must not touch. 手フォームいけません. 手フォームはダメです. Both are the same in terms of the meaning. 手はいけません is a little bit more polite than 手はダメです.